Yo, what's up, people? Hope you're having a good day or a good night, whatever time it is where you are, man. I just hope you're having a good one. So, here we have it, people. Here we have it. Bishop is here. All right, I got him in a fairly decent amount of time, not super late like I got my cousin Eddie and Bella from Mezco, but hey, it's all good. Sometimes it ships from Fife, sometimes it ships from New York, but here he is, Bishop. So let's break him out the package and see what we got. Okay, let's look at this dude, man. Looking cool so far. So, a lot of people, some people have been having issues with his shoulder pads. All right, let's just address the elephant in the room. I believe the problem is the shoulder pads have been breaking. Like that little bendy part right there, that little stretchy little elastic piece has been bending for a lot of people. I'm sorry, not bending, but just like actually like snapping off. My pads are like, they're there. I mean, I don't know, like this one seems a lot more loose than this one does, but at the same time, I mean, you know, when you raise his arm up, you can see where it begins to stretch right there, and you can see where the elastic piece that's connecting the pad to his chest plate is also stretching just a little bit, but I think it is made just to stretch a bit. Let's look underneath and see what's going on under there. The camera's having a hard time focusing, but I don't know if that's, let me look off camera. I'm not sure if that's glued on there or, yeah, I think that's the problem. Okay, so I think the problem is that this little, let me get my little pointer out here. This little elastic piece right here is just simply glued like right there. Okay, same thing with all the sides right there. Okay, let me get a little closer for y'all. That little elastic piece is glued like right there, and if you lift his arm up too high, you're probably stretching that thing way past where it's supposed to go, and then it just pops off. All right, so just be careful about that. Okay, so anyway, let's look at his face real quick. We got 3 other heads to look at, but let's look at Bishop's face. All right, check out the little M scar on his head. Look at those dreads. My man is locked up. Look at the back of his hair, all jet black. All right, check out the chin strap, check out the beard, all that kind of action right there, little crinkles in his face. Check out the battle damage all throughout his suit, his armor. His shoulder pads have battle damage on it. We got a holster back here for a weapon. All right, the back of his shoulders have, the back of his armor has battle damage. All right, check out his little gauntlets right there, his little wrist guards. We took a bullet right there. He blocked ching ching like Wonder Woman style. That's what's up, Bishop. We see you, boy. All right, we have some arm straps right here that are just connected to the end of the shirt, so that's cool. Won't have to worry about that sliding down. All right, on both sides, those arm straps are just connected to his arms. Arms are double jointed, as you can see right there, so that's pretty good. So again, people, just be careful when you lift his arms on the up and up. All right, you don't want to stretch those arms, those shoulder plates out too far, because they will snap, it looks like. Okay, so just be careful about that. All right, check out his X-Man hands, X-Man gloves. We have our standard Mezco joints going right there and right there, so you all know what to expect. We do have a lot of detail, a lot of good sculpting going on right here, a lot of good painting and shading too, so that's cool. So of course, the head that has the hair on it, right, you're going to be limited about what you can do as far as like the left and the right motion, but the head without hair looks much better. But the head with hair, all right, so it's not moving too much. You just got like a tiny bit of wiggle room, okay, but you can always pop that off. Get the bald head. All right, straight ball gang. I can appreciate a nice figure with a bald head, all right, because that's, you know, that's me. All right, so check it out. When you put the ball head on there, we get way more range of motion, right? Because we don't have all that hair that's restricting us. All right, let's keep that ball head on there. So when we move the arms up, you know, slowly and carefully, all right, we can see that the arms do go about right there before you start getting you get some stretch right there, and of course you get stretching those straps I was telling you about. Okay, but as far as like the world famous T-pose, you're gonna get about like that. Everything else is gonna be, it's gonna be a little bit dangerous after this point right here. Right, I'm not a big fan of the suit that's underneath right here, because like I said, it is restricting his articulation. But his waist, let's see how it's moving. It's going left and right just like this. Now again, you're being limited by the jumpsuit that's underneath and the armor. You can see the armor is actually rubbing right there. This top plate and this bottom plate, when you move them, they rub together, so you're probably going to get some paint rub right there, but at the same time it's going to work out because it's going to just add to the battle damage look, right? So you're probably going to get some paint rub right there, so just be careful. All right, but there's not much you can do about that when you're opposing Bishop. Okay, let's take a look at his belt. Check it out. We have all sorts of little holsters and pouches that are going to hold some of those accessories that came with him. All right, his X-Men belt is cracked right there. It's supposed to be over his stripes like the comics, but you can't really. This is all one piece. So as you twist his bottom torso, the belt moves too, but you don't want to twist his torso too much because then it won't be like a line straight up and down. Okay, cool. So we're not tilting. We're tilting about that much, but he won't really stay. Oh, he stays. He stays tilted. That's good. All right. So front looks about like that much, not too much because of the armor, and back looks about like that, not too much again because of the armor and the little jumpsuit underneath. Let's move on down the line here. Okay, we have a giant holster right here for a weapon that is attached to this belt right there and attached right there. Right, your thigh cut is up here somewhere. Let's check out the thigh cut right here. Okay, because of that yellow stripe, you guys can see right where the thigh cut is up top. Okay, we have a holster right here for a weapon, or should I say a sheath, that's also like glued or stitched to those pants. Okay, we are double jointed with the legs. Check that out. All right, look at all that. Look at all that. We got some, oh, what's that, like a little kill count? It's got like some little, some slashes right there. It's like 5 slashes. I don't know what that means, but he's got it. Watch out. Bishop ain't playing no games with y'all, man. All right, check out those knee pads. I think those knee pads do move though, right? Yeah, those knee pads move. So if you want to take those off, you can, and you can put them on somebody else. Look at these boots. All right, these futuristic Timbos. I don't know what these are called, man. Some futuristic space-time traveling boots right here. All right, going in, going out about that much for the articulation. Going in like that. Okay, going down only about a little bit and going up only a little bit because they're boots. Your articulation is extremely limited, but you do get some though. Okay, all right, cool. So now that we went over the look and the feel of Bishop, all right, and I gave you little warnings, so just be careful about that. All right, let's move Bishop out the way and let's check out these accessories. The first layer of accessories looks as follows. Okay, you guys have already seen this head right here. Okay, you've already seen the bald head, and now you shall bear witness to the screaming pink-eyed hair. I mean, pink-eyed head. And those yellow teeth. All right, man. We have something here that looks to be like some sort of like a grenade. We got 3 of those bad boys. We got some more magazines for his weapon. Something that looks like a walkie-talkie right there. We have a nice crooked blade, and we have a blaster of some sort with nice paint, sculpt, and battle damage also all over it. Over here, we have a couple of sets of hands. All right, take note of the little wraps around the left hand, I believe that is. Okay, weapon holding. Here we have a large weapon. Let's pull this out though, because that's looking pretty cool. All right, that's looking pretty gangster right here. I like that. Battle damaged up. Nice shading, nice color, nice sculpt. And this is the magazine right here that pulls out. You can look in there and see nothing. I guess it's some sort of energy weapon. All right, like a blaster of some sort. Okay, cool. That's some nice nice thick plastic too, man. That feels really good in the hand. I like that. It looks good too. Can't wait till you guys get yours if you already got them already, man, so you can see what that blaster look like, man. That's pretty dope stuff right there. Move that out the way. Moving on down to his final layer of accessories. Looks like this. We have, what we got here? 2 pink blasts, our Mezco drug baggie, our logo stand, and the other part of our stand. So we have our little Mezco drug baggie right here. We have a nice translucent pink blast right here, little blast effect. That looks cool. All right, looks like that's going to plug into, I think, his fist probably. I don't know. We got some directions, so let's look at our directions real quick. Where's that at? We can see exactly where that blast effect's going to go, but I believe it goes on his hand. All right, let's check it out. So the larger weapon goes on his back, the smaller pistol. That gun fits right there. We've seen that. This is a comm. I was right. That goes on the front. Interesting. Where is that going to go? It says comm fits in holster in the back of the belt. Okay, so we're probably going to go like maybe one of those right there. Probably that one. That's cool. And we have a effect fits over fist. That's what I thought. So that little, this right here goes over his fist. Cool. The knife goes into his holster. But unfortunately, he doesn't have a hand that can hold that knife. So if you were to grab it, you have to grab it with this hand out of that holster. Interesting. The explosives go right there on his belt, and the fire effect fits in his palm. All right, cool. So I'm glad they started including directions like that, because there are a couple of Mezco figures where I'm like, what goes where and how? All right, so there's that little flame effect right there, the little hand effect. Here's our other hand flame or magic effect right there. Just fits in his hand. You can actually see the grooves for his fingers right there. All right, that's cool looking. Let me do it like this. You can see it's kind of like translucent a little bit. All right, that's cool. Look at our cloak. All right, looks like that. It's wired. That goes around his neck, and our X-Man logo base right there. Cool, man. That's all I got for y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all go about your night, your day, whatever time you're watching this, man. But don't forget, hit those links in my description, man. Big Bad Toy Store. They have more Mezco. I got this from Big Bad, actually. What else, man? Hit that link with the Instagrams, all my toy photography and all my funny videos. Hit that stuff up too. Otherwise, people, let's just take one more look. There's so much detail. I gotta just do it, man. There's so much detail, but let's just take one more look at all this detail with Bishop. Otherwise, people, have a good one. See ya.